Hey guys, EBPMAN here, and today we're going to be reviewing bands, lots of bands for the Gear Sport. They're all brought to us by Strap Studio. Let's check them out. When the Gear S3 Classic and Frontier became available, we reviewed Strap Studio bands for both of those products. And Strap Studio has a phenomenal product line, and they are incredibly durable. It's what I wear on my watches all the time. It's what my family and friends use as well. And these bands that we're going to be reviewing today are going to give you the ability to really think about how do you want to accessorize your gear. Now, the Gear Sport uses a 20 millimeter band, so it's a little bit smaller. So if you do have the Frontier Classic and you also picked up the Sport, you are going to need another band. And I know you can say, really? Well, hey, I like bands. I think bands are great accessories. And I would encourage you to consider not one, but multiple bands, because it really changes the way your watch feels. And you just saw right here, I have on the Sport, I have a white leather band, but there are various types. There's one that's called a Nato band, and there's a Nato that has like a two-tone pattern, as you can see here. You do have also a hybrid material, and then you have leather, and all these will be available in the next couple days on Strap Studio's website. So it's very kind of them to make these products available now so that you can see what's available and then prepare yourself for the ones that you'd like to pick up. So what we're going to do is we're going to go through and compare and look and see how does the Gear Sport look with each one of these bands. So let's go ahead and start our process. So now we're going to do this with the very first box. We won't go through this review with each one because we're just going to go ahead and take a look at the product itself. But just so that you can see what's going on here. So basically what you have is on the back of your watch you have this little switch right here that you can pull back to be able to remove the bands. And the neat thing about the bands for the Samsung smartwatches is that they can use standard watch bands. I just like this specific style of band. I love the quality of the bands, and I think that you will as well if you've never tried them. You'll see here at the very bottom that they are 20 and 18 millimeter, and in this case we're going to be looking at a genuine leather watch strap with beautiful buckles as well. And to me, it's not just the material that makes up the band that's important or the strap. It's also the buckle itself that really highlights the quality of the band or strap, depending on how you refer to it. So what we'll do is let's look at this first one right here. So this is the Gear Sport Black, and I'm using this white band, and this is a leather made one. And as you can see here, very nice stitching. So I've never seen any of the bands or straps coming from Strap Studio to have any loose strings at all, nor have they ever come apart for me. If we flip over to this side, this is where I was referring to the buckle. Take a look at that buckle. Really nicely made buckle, high quality look and finish, and again, very durable. As I look at the buckles that I have on mine, I don't really perceive any significant scuffing or scratching because of how durable that material is. Now, as we take a look at the underside, we'll go ahead and flip this over. You can see, again, that leather material brought in here. You can see the overall craftsmanship once again, and branding. The branding, the neat thing about this is that the branding is on the underside. So you know that you have quality, but you don't really have to advertise it over here. So let me show you how it looks on the wrist. So this is what it would look like. Very good looking band. Let's go on to the next leather band. Alright, so now this is a pink band. Again, same quality, leather material with the nice finish over here. For those of you who are interested in what it looks like, that's what it would look like. Now this is another leather one, but this is a beige, so you can see what it looks like. Now this is blue. Looks really nice. And again, you have that separate tone on the bottom. Now next we're going to look at a hybrid. So this is going to have rubber material as well as leather. I like this a lot. Makes it look really sporty. The other ones look really dressy-like. And one thing that I noticed is that I didn't see a black. Again, because these are very early versions, I'm sure that there is a black leather one as well. So I would expect that. But this black and white one seems pretty cool. So now we'll go through an entire series of the hybrid. All right, so let's go ahead and take a closer look at this hybrid. We'll get a little closer right here. So you'll notice how really cool looking band. Again, that two-tone material. Inside, you see the brand right here. You see that little clasp that you use for opening them or removing them, and then you see the front material right there. I'm really digging this one. All right, what does that look like? Super sharp, especially on the black one. This one is black green. That's what it looks like on. Again, really sharp. This is yellow black. Really sharp too. See what that looks like. Very nice. This is blue black. This one goes with my sweater. Very nice. Orange black. This is great for Halloween. Love the colors too. Look at that. All right, now next we're going to look at the what is called the premium Nato. And let's flip over here so you can see what's going on here. So the Nato, this is going to be textile, right? So there's no real leather involved, but still you have that stainless steel buckle. And this one is pink white. And you'll see that, definitely with this color choice, you're going to see that because of the size of this bezel, just the overall watch itself, that it really lends itself for female hands and wrists. So this may be something if you are planning on getting one of these for your wife or for yourself, and you love pink and white, this is definitely the way to go. All right, so let's take a look at how this NATO band looks. So again, you have these metal loops right here, and they're permanent in place and they will not move. The band, or the buckle itself, has changed somewhat. There is still stitching, but the quality of the stitching is really high. And then this is what it looks like underneath. You do have the logo here. What does it look on my wrist? Not my color, but I'm sure there's a lot of people out there that love pink. Definitely pink and white will work for some of you, not for me. Now this is the black and red one. Definitely more my style. Let's see what that looks like. So it looks like on your wrist. A little stiffer, obviously because of the material, but still pretty sharp. Black and white. This one I really like too. This is what it looks like. Let's put that in. Very nice. Flip it over. Very nice. All right, so next is green and white. Let's see what that looks like. Green and white. And underneath. All right, so this is orange and white. That's what that looks like. Also pretty sharp. And this is what it looks like underneath. All right, so next up is gray yellow. Let's get out of that. That's what that looks like. Let's put it on. Pretty nice to underneath. All right, so this is orange blue. That's what this one looks like. It's also pretty cool. All right, now this one is black. So really sharp here. So see what that looks like. So this is what the black on black would look like. Very nice. Right, so here's a navy blue. That's also really sharp. This one looked really nice with the blue gear, but doesn't look bad on the black either. All right, so here's one more that I had missed. This is a leather, and let's see, what is this one? This is olive green. Also really nice looking too, I think. Also, look how nice that looks with the screen. Very nice. So this concludes my review of 19 bands from Strap Studio. Again, guys, these are fantastic bands. Highly recommend them. If you get one, don't get one. Get multiple, because I like dressing up my watches, just switching the bands. The other thing is I'm going to give away a lot of these bands. So if you're interested in any of these bands, leave it in the comment area. Also, make sure that you follow us on Twitter and on Facebook. I do check. And make sure you reply back when you get the message if you were selected. Tell us what type of band you'd like of all the ones that we reviewed, and then make sure you do at least those two things. So if you have any comments or questions about these bands or about the watch, leave it in the comment area below. And as always, don't forget to share and subscribe. And thanks for watching. Thumbs up, guys.